Alright everyone, I had some issues with this 7.5 inch. It was not feeding through for some whatever reason, so got that resolved, I think. Anyways, I'll tell you about it later. I used this to stabilize it. Let's see how it did. I'm looking, I think I had 30, 60, 70 rounds at a particular left side of the target, and let's see how it did. I made some adjustments to the sight, and well, there was a red dot, but there is no longer a red dot. You can see parts and pieces of it right there. So that's what it used to look like. So the red dot is actually gone out of 70 some odd shots. But alright, so let me try again, just comparing my 8.5 and 7.5. Mainly this is just to break into 7.5 again. So let me cut in and cut out again. Hello everyone, welcome back. In this episode I'm going to do a final review on my HoloSun. You can see that's a little dirty. HoloSun, let's have a look here. The HoloSun HS403A, the 2 MOA. So anyways, I've shot about, I'm having some issues with this particular 7.5 inch radical firearms here. I guess I just have to clean it really good. Anyways, it's just got back from the range on this, and I have to tell you that I'm very, very happy with the red dot. The red dot has taught me a lot of has basically improved my shooting. So I've become a better shooter, not only with the AR but with the handgun, from using the red dot here and looking with both eyes open. So now I don't, when I use iron sights on a handgun, I don't squint with one eye closed anymore. I actually have both eyes open and able to hit my target at the, you know, the 5, or the 3, the 7, the 15 yards. Actually hit on target. Hit on target an 8x10 paper from 3, 7, 15 yards with a handgun anyway, and with this. The red dot on the HoloSun, in a previous video, I actually using one of my backpack as a way to stabilize the my AR-15 pistol at 15 yards with the red dot. I was able to shoot this red dot out. It took me about 70 rounds. I actually did in less, but I have 2 30-round mags and 1 10-round mag, so that's what I used. Anyways, after making this adjustment, I didn't, when I went to the range, I was aiming actually right at the top of this, and it's about an 8-inch difference from my point of aim and my point of impact. And I did that intentionally because I think when you get this set up, when you get the HoloSun, it's pretty much already, I think, already set at the factory. I don't know for what particular, but all I wanted to do, I didn't want to make an elevation adjustment yet, because I want to go out to, and this is where the elevation adjustment is, I wanted to go out to an outdoor range where I could have 25, maybe 100, 200, 300 yards, I don't know, whatever. I haven't been out to that kind of range because most of the time what I do is shoot pistols. So look forward to actually doing more long distance shooting. And also all I did was change the windage for the most part. And here you go. And that's how I change it. But let me show you something like this here. It's goes counterclockwise, so it goes. It's an arrow pointing this way, and it says left or up. And I didn't really understand that until I started messing around with it. And basically, if you're trying to make the adjustment, and I'll give you an example on this because it was kind of course I would have helped if I read the directions, but it seems pretty easy. I did read the directions actually. And so another thing I did was, and I'm making sure this is tight because I've had this stuff back out on me, and I've had this bag out on me, and some of the screws that go under here also backed out on me, and so I had to take it off and retighten them and put it back on. I was very happy to find out that it actually still holds to whatever you had it before. Of course it helps using, I guess, a T-mark, and maybe not, but anyways, so let's say you're aiming for, let's put it this way, let's say you're aiming, let's say your red dot is, well, I guess it should be like this then. I guess if you're aiming here, if this is your red dot here, and the bullet hits here, you want to basically still aim here if you can. It helps to have something that you can stabilize your pistol on, or your AR-15, and then turn the screw left. Turn it left with a screwdriver or something, or you can actually even use this. There's a little thing right here that you can just put the flashlight away. But there you go. You can probably see this little thing here, which actually fits right into that little piece. Let me see if I just tightened it. Actually fits right into that little piece right there. That's pretty good actually. I didn't do that. I used a screwdriver because I had one on me in my everyday carry bag that I carry my AR-15 in this Babolat bag, which also has a tennis racket. Just in case anybody asks me what's in the bag, I tell them it's my tennis racket. If they really want to see it, I'll show it to them. Anyways, you turn this left, and basically if your red dot's here but your bullet goes here, turn it left and the red dot will move over to the left, and that's how you line it. It doesn't mean the bullet's going to go to the left, it just means you move the red dot where the bullet went. So after a while adjustments, it worked, and I got it to shoot where I wanted to shoot, at least at 15 yards, at a 15 yards. But again, I haven't adjusted the elevation. I basically had to aim almost up here, and there was an 8-inch. But if you know anything about how this works, your point of aim and your point of aim and your point of impact, or your actually for me, my point of aim was up here, and the point of impact was down there. A shorter range, that's what's going to happen. And then when you go out to further, if you go out further in distance, it'll probably move up a little bit before it starts dropping down. So it's like, how can I say this? Believe it or not, this is very interesting. If you shot this at a level to the ground, and you shot a bullet level to the ground, ironically, if you drop the bullet, so if I took this and I made it level, and let's just say this is the bullet, but the bullet that's traveling out of it and the bullet that I just dropped, the bullet that travels out and the bullet that I just dropped, like that, will hit the ground at the same time if it's level. And I know that's hard to believe, but the bullet will just drop way over there, and the bullet that you drop right here, it hits the ground at the same time. Maybe the bullet slightly hits the ground a little bit later if it travels far enough, because the earth curves, but I don't think it's going to travel that far enough. But pretty much almost the same time. It's hard to believe that when the bullet comes out of here and you drop this, if it was a bullet, it has to be, obviously the same weight. I guess the weight doesn't matter if you know anything about gravity, but by the time the bullet comes out and this drops, the bullet and whatever, doesn't matter, and this dropping, hitting the ground, let's just say this is the ground, the bullet will hit the ground at the same time this hits the ground. Kind of weird. It's hard to believe, yeah, but that's what happens. So when you get this set up, the aim is up higher, so it shoots up and then it gradually just goes down. Anyway, that's the trajectory of the bullet. So point of aim, point of impact. So that's why I didn't try to adjust it at 15 yards, because I know most likely it's not going to, I'm going to have to adjust it every time based on how far I am. So that's why when you go to the range and you get one of these, and then you go out to another range and shoot a little further, it's off and all that stuff. So I just leave it right here because I'm just going to go ahead and just make that adjustment. This is a pistol. But if you've seen my earlier videos, I did make a red dot here, and I shot that red dot completely gone with this at 15 yards. That should be easily doable within at least 62 mags. You should be able to do that. If you really get good, you should be able to do that with 3 shots, maybe even 2, probably 3 if you're really good. 1/2-inch diameter dot. You should be able to shoot that out, that 1/2-inch diameter dot, with 3 shots if you're really that good. But most people aren't. And I had something to stabilize. I had my backpack to stabilize it, but it was very accurate. I was very happy. Also, there's a function where you can change the sleep mode. By default it's 8 hours. what I did was I changed it to 1 hour, so that I wanted to extend my battery life, because this is the only thing. I don't have backup. I'm not going to get backup iron sights for my AR-15, so this is it. And when I'm shooting this, this barrel gets very hot. The heat actually transfers up into this mount and actually into the optic as well, and it did very well in handling that. I'm not going to go out in the freezing cold, but I know it can still do well in cold weather. Obviously I'm in Texas, and I'll probably do well in hot weather. But overall, I'm very satisfied with it. It was like 160 some odd dollars on Amazon. Maybe you can find it cheaper or even more expensive, who knows. But I'm happy with this particular model because it's very very sleek. The battery's underneath, which that's okay, because I don't ever plan on taking this off. And even if I did take it off, it's good to know, because I already did take it off, because the screws did back out on me. So now I really torqued it in there. It's kind of weird how it just backed off. But anyways, you might want to always check that. Check the screws underneath, make sure that they're really on and they're not back off or anything. They didn't back out or anything. So, but I did take it off and I put it back on, and it still had held its position, its aim, and I was really impressed. The mount works with the AR-15, so I didn't have to try to get any mounts or anything. This is what it comes with, and if I want to get iron sights later on, I can do that. I think it's already preset to a lower 1/3 co-witness, because when I look into it, just normally it's in the middle, but if you put your head down, if you had sights, you could probably put your head down a little bit more, and you could probably get a lower 1/3 already set up, so it's kind of nice. So not too much to do on it. The clicking on this is really nice. You hear the click click, and it's really noticeable. And make sure if you do a lot of shooting, make sure you tighten these things, because I guess they will back out. So anyways, my overall review on this is that I'm very satisfied. I'm very happy. I think it was well worth the money, and it was accurate. Once you start, I've never used a red dot, so and the red dot helped me become a better shooter, because now I shoot handgun using iron sights with both eyes open, and I'm able to really hit my target. And also having both eyes open, I'm able to see my view is just increased. I used to squint with one eye. Now I'm opening both eyes, and I'm able to hit my target and see everything. And so it takes a little while to get used to. Right eye dominant, so it just takes a while to get used to doing that. But now that I've gotten used to it, it's now very natural to me. And so this HoloSun red dot actually helped me do that, and I'm very impressed. I'm very happy. And once you look through it, I mean, the dot really gets smaller and really crisp. The only thing I have a concern about is, let me see if it's, yeah. So the only thing I'm concerned about, and you may or may not see it, but you can actually see, you can't see it from here. It's well hidden out of the way, but you can still see that right. I don't know if you can see that. You can see it right there. And sometimes in the day, in certain particular, I don't know, I've just taken around during the day inside, and I have a balcony, so I'll take it out in the balcony and during the day just to get an idea. And I noticed that in certain lighting conditions, you can see some glaring here as it behind you, as it, you know, it's just weird. I don't know how to explain it, but sometimes there is some little red glaring that you see in certain lighting conditions. I don't know if it's, I don't know how to explain it, but there is some glare on this side. And another thing I've noticed was, and unfortunately you probably can't see it here, but the red dot does kind of show on this side, but I guess it doesn't really matter. I guess it really doesn't matter, so small. But on the back side, sometimes in certain light conditions, you'll see like a red glare. Like I can see it right now, right here. You probably can't see it on the camera, but there's a glare, and I think it comes from the front a little bit, which shines it on this lens or glass back here, and it's just really, yeah, I'm seeing it right now. There's like a little red. It's kind of weird. It's I don't know how it, in which way it shows up that way, but overall you can't really see it. It's just in certain conditions that it shows up that little reddish flare, and I'm assuming it's from here and it's reflecting on the glass here. So, but anyways, I think this was a good purchase, especially for my setup here, as this AR-15 7.5-inch pistol from Radical Firearms shoots really accurately, and it holds where you have it, you know, where you put it, and you could take it off and put it back on, and it still holds it. I'm very impressed by it. I look forward to the next 5 years to see how long this battery really does last. I have it set up for 1 hour, and so far every time I've taken it out, it's on. I've set it aside down here and left it for an hour, and I've come back to it, and the red dot is gone. Then I'll simply just pick it up, and the red dot comes back on again. So I like it. It was well worth the purchase for this particular setup that I have. And if I had to buy another one, I would. I'd probably buy this same one. Maybe the battery here on the side so I could get to it, but considering I don't have to change it for 5 years, I don't mind this battery being down underneath here, because the screws down here even backed out, which is kind of weird. Sometimes I think gremlins are coming around or messing with me, or Murphy, you know, Murphy's Law or something like that. I don't know. I even had to tighten those screws back. I had to take it off, tighten those screws down, and I put it back on, and it still held. So I think you can just take this off, change the battery, put it back on, put it back onto the mount, put it back onto your on the rail here, and you may be surprised it still holds its position. I wouldn't say zero, but I guess it holds zero. I guess another fancy way of saying that. So I'm very satisfied, and I would recommend this to um, someone else. Highly recommend this, considering it's very inexpensive, and how much it has improved my shooting. Because again, it's it has made me a better shooter. I'm learning how to shoot much better with this optic, which transferred over to all my other handguns with iron sights or fixed sights. When I actually do get iron sights, if I get iron sights, you know, it'll be interesting how I incorporate this. But right now I'm just going to use just the red dot because I'm putting in my Babolat bag, and it's very light. Just adding this, just, you know, I wanted to make it lightweight, nothing too fancy, small magazine, so I can just put it in. I put it in here like this. Matter of fact, let me just go ahead and put it in. Oh yeah, got this to put in front of the barrel here. Okay. Take this out, make it a little bit easier, so I just don't have to struggle with it. There you go, just like that. And so there you go. This concludes my episode on the HoloSun. I'm again very happy with it, and I would recommend it. I would recommend you, if you have the means to get it, go and get it. And it's improved my shooting. Like I said, it helped me aim or shoot with both eyes open, a pistol or this AR-15 pistol, or anything. So anyways, feel free to comment, like, dislike, or even do a video response. Until next time, stay tuned. Bye.